We all know how important the front desk team member is to the success of your practice, and it's why we call them the quarterback of your team. And in this 5-part video series called Success at the Front Desk, we're going to start with best practices in growing your practice with two-way texting. Hey guys, I'm Dr. Corey Frogley, CEO and co-founder of BlueIQ, and it's an honor to come to you with these video series to help you with tips and tricks to use data to grow the practice of your dreams. And if you like content like this, don't forget to smash the like button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single episode. So you don't have to look very far to see that emails are getting buried and building up in people's inboxes to where they never even see them anymore. In fact, it would be kind of funny for you to post in the comments section, how many unopened emails do you have right now in your inbox? You see, you're just as guilty as a lot of our patients. And so if we're going to use best practices to communicate with patients, and if success at our front desk means that patients are showing up on time, they're showing up for their appointments, ready and prepared for the day, we need to communicate better, and that is why BlueIQ is bringing you better communication tools. In fact, two-way texting is now a conversational texting platform that allows you to communicate directly with your patients, and it's why these 3 steps are so important. So best practices tip number 1. We have to stay caught up if we're ever going to catch up. And this process of bringing in a new patient, we have a checklist where we're kind of tenaciously making sure that you have a cell phone for every new patient. And this goes on to your new patient checklist as your team member at the front desk is bringing in the new patient and inputting the data into your patient management system. You see, BlueIQ will pull that data and identify that we now have a cell phone that we can communicate to. This is not only important in the appointment confirmations, but allows your front desk team member to be able to communicate with your patients. And as we're building that system, we now have the proper data and we can default the communication, right? The preferred communication settings to that two-way texting with the patient. So in the process of bringing in that new patient and we're on the new patient phone call, your front desk team member is going to capture their cell phone and then go ahead and text the patient while they're actually on the office phone with that patient to confirm that they got the text. And this could be a text to link them to your new patient paperwork intake process, to download that, or a portal to input that data. But you just want to do that while you're on the phone. This ensures that they got the text, that they know that that's now your office number. You're going to invite them to input into their phone, right? This is a new contact, and you're going to have them put in the name of the practice so that as you communicate in the future with that patient, they have your contact information in their phone and they won't miss a text. By doing this as part of the new patient process, you are ensuring that we now have accurate data and the two-way texting can begin. Tip number 2, BlueIQ has built a system to screen every patient encounter, whether that's with the incoming phone call or whether this is a patient now on the schedule coming in person into the practice. We show you that that data may be missing for that patient, and if it is, this is now an opportunity to put in the cell phone number by communicating with the patient. Do you mind if I grab your cell phone number and put that into our system so that we can use that to communicate with you? You are then going to do the same thing that we did in tip number 1. You're going to text the patient right there and invite them to input that contact, create a new contact in their cell phone with your practice name, which again ensures that they receive the communication, we have the accurate data, and they now recognize that number as coming from the practice. Tip number 3 is using conversational texting. And BlueIQ really wanted to ensure you had the right tools to be able to do this by texting from your practice phone number and a two-way texting true platform, complete with SMS. You can attach documents, pictures, all of those things. But when you text a patient, you want a return reply. So always ending with a question. Things like, hey, just send me back a thumbs up or a thumbs down to confirm a conversation or appointment or a rescheduling. And this is a powerful way in the rescheduling or missed appointment process to communicate with a patient to make sure they're going to be here on their missed appointment makeup time. So using conversational texting engages a patient. They're now used to communicating back and forth with you and not just receiving communication to complete the communication cycle. And these 3 tips will transform the way that your patients engage at the front desk, making it so much easier for your front desk team member to really truly build the schedule that the practice needs to become very busy and profitable. To help you and your front desk team member implement these steps and grow faster, we've provided for you a free guide. So click the link below and begin training today.